Hey there, Internet enthusiasts. Welcome to a journey through time and space. Or rather, the history and evolution of the Internet. The Internet. It's something we all use every day, whether it's for work, entertainment, or just to connect with people around the world. But have you ever wondered how it all began? How did this virtual world become such an integral part of our daily lives? Well, we're about to take a deep dive into the key moments and cultural impact of the Internet. From the first message sent over ARPANET to the rise of social media, we'll explore it all. So sit back, relax, and get ready to surf the waves of history. And hey, if you want to join us on this journey, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Now that we've talked about the history of computers, let's dive into the origins of the Internet. It may come as a surprise to some of you, but the Internet actually started as a military communication tool. Back in the 1960s, the United States Department of Defense was looking for a way to communicate with their soldiers in case of a nuclear attack. They needed a way to connect computers across different locations so that communication could still happen, even if one location was destroyed. Enter ARPANET, the precursor to the Internet that was created in the late 1960s. ARPANET was funded by the U.S. government's Advanced Research Projects Agency, hence the name. It used packet switching technology to transmit data between computers, which would later become the foundation of the Internet. But it wasn't just the military that saw the potential of this technology. Universities also played a significant role in the early days of the Internet. In fact, the first message ever sent over ARPANET was sent between two universities, UCLA and Stanford. From there, more and more universities started to connect their computers to the network, leading to the creation of the first email program and the birth of the World Wide Web. So, while the Internet may have started as a way for the military to communicate, it quickly grew beyond that and became a tool for universities, and eventually, the entire world. It's amazing to think about how far we've come since those early days. And it's all thanks to the innovative minds that saw the potential of this revolutionary technology. The World Wide Web, the very thing that brought us all here today. But how did it come to be? Well, it all started with a man named Tim Berners-Lee. Back in 1989, Berners-Lee was working at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. He saw the potential for a system that would allow researchers to share information and collaborate with each other. And so he created the World Wide Web. At first, it was just a few documents and links, but as more and more people began to use it, the web quickly grew into what we know today. It's hard to imagine a world without it, isn't it? The impact of the web on the Internet and on society as a whole has been enormous. It's changed the way we communicate, the way we share information, and the way we do business. It's brought people closer together, and it's made the world a smaller place. But it's not just about convenience. The web has also opened up new opportunities for education, for activism, and for social change. It's given a voice to the voiceless, and it's helped to break down barriers between people and cultures. And so we have Tim Berners-Lee to thank for all of this. Without his vision and his hard work, we wouldn't be here today. So the next time you're scrolling through your favorite website, take a moment to remember the man who made it all possible. Email and online communication have revolutionized the way we interact with one another. It's hard to imagine a time when email didn't exist, but it wasn't until 1971 that the first email was sent by computer engineer Ray Tomlinson. Since then, email has become a staple in our daily lives, allowing us to communicate with people all over the world with just a click of a button. But email wasn't the only form of online communication to emerge. Instant messaging and chat rooms quickly followed, giving people the ability to have real-time conversations with others no matter where they were in the world. These platforms allowed for faster and more efficient communication, but they also brought with them new challenges and concerns, such as cyberbullying and online harassment. As online communication has continued to evolve, it has had a profound impact on society and our interpersonal relationships. It's now easier than ever to stay connected with loved ones who live far away, but it's also easier to lose touch with those who are physically close to us. Social media has made it easier to connect with people from all walks of life, but it has also contributed to the spread of misinformation and the erosion of privacy. Overall, the rise of email and online communication has changed the way we interact with each other and the world around us. As we continue to navigate this ever-changing landscape, it's important to stay informed and mindful of the impact our online interactions can have on ourselves and those around us. T is a powerful letter. It stands for technology, which has revolutionized our lives in many ways. One of the most significant impacts of technology has been the rise of social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. These online communities have changed the way we connect with others and the way we consume information. The concept of online communities is fascinating. We're no longer bound by geography to form groups of like-minded people. We can connect with people from all over the world who share our interests and passions. It's incredible to think that we can find support and inspiration from people we've never met. However, social media and online communities have their positives and negatives. On one hand, they can bring us together and give us a sense of belonging. On the other hand, they can also be a breeding ground for negativity, misinformation, and hate speech. It's important to be mindful of how we use social media, and to remember that what we say online can have real-world consequences. So, as we navigate this ever-changing landscape of social media and online communities, let's remember to use technology to bring us closer together and to make the world a better place. Now let's talk about the cultural impact of the internet. It's undeniable that the internet has had a massive influence on popular culture. From memes to viral videos, the internet has given rise to new forms of entertainment that have become a part of our daily lives. One of the biggest changes that the internet has brought about is the rise of online gaming. With millions of players from all around the world, online games like Fortnite and League of Legends have become a cultural phenomenon. And let's not forget the rise of streaming platforms like Twitch and YouTube, which have turned gaming into a spectator sport. But with all this accessibility comes a new concern: the concept of internet addiction. It's a relatively new term, but it's a real issue that affects many people. From compulsive social media use to online gaming addiction, the internet has the potential to become a destructive force in people's lives. As a society, we need to be aware of the potential dangers of the internet and take steps to mitigate them. But at the same time, we shouldn't forget the positive impact that the internet has had on our culture. It's brought people together from all around the world and given them a platform to express themselves in new and exciting ways. So, let's continue to embrace the internet and all the amazing things it has to offer, while staying mindful of its potential pitfalls. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next segment. Woo, we covered a lot in this video, didn't we? From the history of the internet to the rise of social media, we've explored how the World Wide Web has changed the way we live, work, and interact with each other. But what's the bigger picture here? What's the overall impact of the internet on society? Well, it's hard to deny that the internet has revolutionized the way we communicate and access information. It's made the world a smaller place, connecting people from all corners of the globe. But with great power comes great responsibility, and the internet has also given rise to online harassment, cyberbullying, and the spread of fake news. It's up to us to use the internet for good and to be mindful of how we interact with others online. We have the power to make a positive impact on the world through the content we create and share. And now for a lighthearted note to end on. Insert blooper. Oh man, I thought I had that line down. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the internet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.